What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Dominic Rich, back with another Combine 11. This time, Tottenham versus Manchester United. Big game this weekend, if not the biggest game for English Premier League match week 4. So my plan was to do one of these for all the big games. It's going to be very difficult, but got to be consistent and, get it done. This one wasn't easy at all because both teams are still in, a very, very kind of weird phase of rebuilding. New managers, fairly new managers, Solskjaer, Mourinho, and it was difficult, to be honest. But I came up with 11 players from Spurs and United to make my best combined 11, and here goes nothing. So, the manager, I'm going to go with Jose Mourinho, of course. Champions League winner, multi-Premier League winner. Solskjaer did it as a player, but as a manager, so look, Mourinho would manage this team, and I'm going to go in with a 4-3-3 formation. It's not really a Mourinho type formation, but I'm going to use it so I could properly fit the players into the 11. I'm going to get to the point. Goalkeeper. It has to be Hugo Lloris. Even though I don't rate Lloris like that, to be honest, he is better than David De Gea in my opinion. And he is better than Dean Henderson. So I'm going to go with Lloris. Definitely not Joe Hart. His best days are past him. Definitely not him. So I call him the goalkeeping coach. And he does play in the Europa League qualifiers. I was looking at that Spurs game where they won 7-2 against that Israeli team. So that was a beating. Still conceded 2 goals though. So I think that was the score line. But anyways, don't quote me on that. But Lloris in goal. At center back, listen, man, both teams, defense, not very good in my opinion. Not very good. Ship a lot of silly goals. So I'm going to go with Toby Alderweireld. Very experienced Belgian there. Been around the club for a while. And if you ask me, he is Spurs' best defender right about now. So I'm going to go with Alderweireld. Who would partner him? That's the headache. Who would partner him? Eric Bailly? Davinson Sanchez? Who? Eric Dyer? Victor Lindelof? Harry Maguire? I chose to go with Harry Maguire. Came to United, or I should say went to United for a lot of money, but haven't really lived up to his to expectations, in my opinion. He was much better at Leicester City. But I don't have anybody else to put next to Alderweireld, so I have to go with Harry Maguire. You know what I'm saying? Right back. This is the other one. This was hard. Oh, listen, these positions were so hard to fill. Right back. Wan-Bissaka, he has been okay, in my opinion, just okay. So, not going to go with him. Fosu Mensah, definitely not. Serge Aurier, definitely not. I chose to go in with the former Wolves man, Matt Doherty, simply because of his productivity going forward. And he is not too shabby in his defending as well. So, I'm going to go with Matt Doherty. That sounds good, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, those other guys are like, oh, man. Oh, God. Why didn't Mourinho need to bring in a right back if you have Aurier there? So Matt Doherty's the man. So left back. Look, left back is the other position. I'm like, oh, God. There's Diego Dallo. There's Luke Shaw. There's Brandon Williams. There's Ben Davies. But I had to go in with Spurs' new man, Sergio Reguilon. I seen him one time for Spurs. One time. And I'm like, jeez. And that was against Chelsea in the cup match. Reguilon looks good. So it has to be Sergio Reguilon for me. I have not been impressed with Ben Davies at all. Luke Shaw, I think, is a little overweight if you ask me. And the rest just isn't up to par. So it's going to be Reguilon. So it's a backline of Lloris in goal, Alderweireld, Harry Maguire, Sergio Reguilon, and Matt Doherty. So right about now, Spurs dominating the 11. But when we go into the midfield, this is where United are going to score some points. It's also a very, very tricky midfield to pick because, you know, a lot of players are like underwhelming, to be honest. And the first player I'm going to name, I'm going to put him in the holding midfield position, and it's Paul Pogba. Simply because I think he's a lot better than Harry Winks and Ndombele and whoever Spurs have over there to play there. Seriously. Pogba, underwhelming since he moved from Juventus. But you got to put him in. You got to show him some respect, you know what I'm saying? He won the World Cup and all, you know what I mean? He won a Europa League and all, you know what I mean? So, yeah. So, Pogba, I need Pogba to get back to his old ways, man. The flashy hairstyles and the flair and all that. Come on, man. Cramping your own style, bro. So, I'm going to go with Pogba there. Further up the field, it's no other than Bruno Fernandes. Did I say Fernandes? My bad. Bruno Fernandes himself, who has been one of United's best players since he joined in January of 2020 from Sporting CP, formerly of Sampdoria as well. Portugal national team player. Bruno Fernandes. Good player. Very, very good player. Gotta put respect on his name. Alongside him, Giovanni Lo Celso, one of Spurs' better midfielders. So, gotta put Giovanni Lo Celso there. I couldn't think about anybody else to put there. I know Fred is more holding, and McTominay, Matic, Mata, all these guys are. Nah, definitely not. Lamela, maybe. Nah. Giovanni Lo Celso is a breath of fresh air, in my opinion, for Spurs. Dele Alli, no. You know, so, look, Van de Beek, we'll get back to him. So, that's my midfield. Pogba, Bruno Fernandes, and, let's say Fernandes again? Bruno Fernandes! Stop saying Fernandes. And Giovanni Lo Celso. Front three, right-hand side, I'm going to go for Marcus Rashford. He does play more on the left, but I had to put him on the right to accommodate the other player I want to put in. But Rashford definitely deserves to be in this team. He's one of United's better strikers, better forwards, and it would be kind of unacceptable, in my opinion, to leave him out and put other people. Greenwood doesn't make the team. Nah. But I'll get back to Greenwood. Maybe I won't. Striker, Harry Kane. Come on. Harry Kane is the first name that should be on the team sheet. I don't even need to talk about that. You know, record amount of goals for Spurs. He just deadly in front of goals. And the assists, man. The man, I think, has 5 assists already this season to go with a handful of goals. So, Harry Kane, if he stays fit, golden boot. Watch out, Vardy. Watch out, Mr. Vardy. And the last player in the 11 is no other than Son Heung-min or Sung Hun-min or Hunming's son, the world-class player from Asia, South Korea, Korea Republic, wherever you want to say. Son Heung-min. Had to put him in the team. Just love to watch this guy play. Despite, you know, the little tantrums and the anger issues he's, you know, had lately, but dangerous player, man. I remember when City played against Spurs in the Champions League quarterfinals, and oh my God, woo! This guy Hunming's son was just amazing in that tie. So Son completes the 11. Now for my bench. The goalkeeper on the bench. Listen, this is controversial, but the goalkeeper on the bench, it has to be Dean Henderson. I'm not even putting De Gea on the bench. De Gea has been awful. He has been awful. I think it's only because he's been at United so long why they don't really want to drop him. They don't want to make that call, just like Lampard and Chelsea making the call with Kepa. They don't want to make the call. But why bring back Dean Henderson? Excuse me. Why bring back Dean Henderson and you don't want to make the call in the league? And he's costing you. Tell me. I'm waiting. Tell me. Oh, that's what I thought. Next, Danny van der Beek. Got to put him on the bench. New man came over from Ajax. He did big things at Ajax. Expected to do big things at United, but he has to play. You're going to have him on the bench. Why buy him and have him on the bench? You know what I'm saying? Next player. Couldn't put him in the 11, but because of who he is, I had to put him on the bench. Hasn't kicked the ball for Spurs yet, but Gareth Bale is on the bench. I know he's injured, but this is a combined 11. This is not who's going to play or not. This is just my combined 11. Lucas Moura also is on the bench. Could never forget the hat-trick he scored against Ajax. When Ajax started, they had 1 foot, right? 1 foot into the Champions League final. Think again. Here comes Lucas Moura. Davinson Sanchez. I always like him since he was at Ajax. I don't think he developed that well at Spurs, but he's still a quality defender. So I got to put him in ahead of the other people, like Lindelof and Bailly and all these guys. Then we have Anthony Martial. Got to respect Martial, even though he needs to score more goals. He needs to be a bit more lethal in front of goal, in my opinion. He's been at United for way too long and haven't really done enough. He haven't done enough. So I'm going to go for Martial on the bench. And the last player on the bench, Dele Alli. Let's put him on the bench. He did score in that game, Europa League qualifying game. And I don't know if he's going to be a Spurs player for the rest of the season, but you never know. Dele Alli, he's still a good player. He just needs to humble himself a bit, you know what I'm saying? Let the football talk, you know what I mean? So that completes my best Tottenham versus Manchester United combined 11 plus 7 subs. Let me know yours down below. Subscribe if you're new. Like the video if you like it. Share it with a friend. And from your boy Dominic Rich. Until next time, peace out. Rich, school hood.